Hello, namaste all. I'm Yong. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, it's going to be me talking about me, or rather my yoga practice, my yoga journey, and I'll be answering according to the questions that are often being asked by people who just knew me or from my students. So let's go. The first question is, how long have I been practicing yoga and how long have I been teaching yoga? So I started my yoga practice in February 2017. So I've been practicing until now, so it's been 4 years and a half. How long have I been teaching yoga? I started teaching in March 2019, so it's about 2 years and a half. So here the second question is, what type of yoga do I practice? Personally, I practice Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga. It's been my own practice for almost 4 years. And I teach Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga and also other types of yoga. Why did I start yoga? Before I started yoga, I did running. I ran marathon, half marathon for twice, and a few 10 kilometers of running. And I came across to know that yoga will complement running very well. So I started to practice, and I started with practicing at home before I started my running. And I just practiced with the videos from YouTube, like how you guys followed my classes. And then after practicing yoga for a while, like 1 or 2 months, I really fell into it. Like I really love yoga. So I started to practice more often, like 2-3 times a week. Then eventually it became my daily practice. It's the question about what did I do before yoga, right? In terms of the sports, I did running, badminton, a bit of gym, just a bit of gym, nothing else. In terms of what was my job before I starting yoga, I was a sales in a corporate for 10 years. So I was a salesman. There's another question about my job now. Am I teaching yoga fully, or am I a full-time yoga teacher? Yes, I am a full-time yoga teacher now. After I quit my corporate job, I did travel to several countries, and I did take up my YTT in India, and I started teaching yoga. This is quite a valid question about my qualification of yoga teaching. As I mentioned, I did my YTT or yoga teacher training in India. I did 500 hours. Where 200 hours was my Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga, 300 hours on the Hatha yoga. So I did both YTT in Rishikesh, India. I may talk more about my YTT experience in another video. If you're interested, please let me know in comments below that you want to know more. Here is another very interesting question that I often heard. I often asked by some inversion freaks or inversion lovers, I would say. They would ask me how long did I take to get into handstand, because I posted some videos about my handstand practice. So here my answers is, I think it has to be from I need to talk from where I started practicing yoga. When I started, I really fell into it, so I mentioned that. So I started with 1 or twice practice in a week, but other than that, I did my running. Then when I really fell into yoga, then I went into 3 or 4 times a week. eventually, when I signed up for the membership in one yoga studio, I went to the yoga studio every day, and sometimes my practice would be 2 to 4 hours, or sometimes in the weekend when I was too free, I attended 5 classes a day. That was the reality, but I wouldn't suggest you guys to do it. But I did that. But how long did I get to get my handstand? My first inversion or my first headstand was after my 4 months of yoga practice. Then it took me so long to get me to my Pincha Mayurasana, my forearm stand. I think it took me a year and a half to get me to forearm stand, and then the handstand came. Just a good, stable, strong handstand just came. I think just recently, like half a year ago. All right, so I have to say that it depends how long, because some question came in like how long will I take to be able to do a handstand like you. I would say it really depends on each person and your own practice as well. And some people they can't just do handstand or even headstand because it's due to their own body conditions, you know. So I'd say that don't rush for it. As the saying from Patabi Joy is just practice and all will come. So you just do your practice, and then one day things that you really like, the poses that you want to achieve, they will come by themselves. All right. This is really based on my own experience, because the more I was rushing myself to the poses, the more injury that it will come to me. But when I took my rest and I relaxed my mind, the asanas just came very naturally. All right, I think that's all the questions that I have and the answers that I have today. But if you have questions about my practice, do let me know by writing your comments down in this video, and I will answer it in the future videos, or maybe I will answer it in the comment. All right, so namaste, and I hope you guys have a great day. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you will do so, and then give this video a thumbs up. So I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.